Hi guys.
We receive comments and messages about relationships and money.
In my opinion, I believe that when you're in a relationship, I think that the finances, especially if you're living together. If you don't live together, I think your finances should be your finances because you're taking care of your own bills and it has nothing to do with each other. But I do feel if you're in a relationship and you're living with your partner, and especially in a marriage, I feel like the finances should be shared. I know what my husband makes, and my husband knows what I make. Our finances go into our joint bank accounts. When you're married, I feel like the finances should be shared and you should be open with your partner about your financial situation. And when you're dating and living together, since the bills will probably be split jointly or however your agreement is, I feel like you would need to know your partner's finances as well.
Basically, I agree with everything you said. The part relationship, when your status turns to engagement, because there's a lot of people that are engaged and still live separately. I think once you hit that engagement mark, then you should need to discuss your finances amongst each other.
I
Now,
agree.
being in a boyfriend girlfriend dating whatever, you don't have to discuss anything.
Unless you're
My
living
opinion.
together.
No, yeah, unless you're living together. But then that means you made the arrangement. But when you're engaged, then you're about to take that next step to being one.
Yes.
And one means joint,
Yes.
and joint means one.
Yes.
So the money, you can't hide the money. You can't really, like, for us it was, we was excited about getting a joint account. I'm not gonna lie, like I was excited about having all of our money into one account. Come on, that's money.
It just creates a bigger pot.
So why wouldn't I like to see that number, like not up here? So it wasn't right.
Yeah,
you like that.
I was excited about it
so
too.
Everything as far as money wise goes into one account, and 2 cards for one account, and that's that. So yeah, the joint account, you have to do it. There's no other way. You're starting off wrong. You don't want to share that money, you're starting off wrong, and it's not going to last, because then it's about money and not about love anymore. You're trying to hide your money.
And it seems like a very small thing, but that will also go into the trust factor. And I feel like the bigger picture, to me personally, is that if you don't want to share your finances and things like that, it's a trust issue. You feel a certain way about your partner where you feel like they're irresponsible with money, or they don't know how to budget out the money and put their responsibilities first. If you feel like that and that's the reason why you're not sharing your finances or your financial status with your partner, I feel like you should be honest and tell them about that, because there'll be ways to work it out. We both had jobs while dating, even in high school, and once we got engaged, of course our finances grew because our jobs grew, our experiences grew, so of course our finances grew. Initially, I wasn't very responsible with money. I would get my money from work because I made really good money, and I would just want to spend it. I would still take care of, have money for bills, but other than that, I would just want to just spend my money and just spend. So naturally, when we started to share finances and we got our joint account, we did have to sit down and discuss when purchases are going to be made, large purchases. Even if you're saying, oh well, X amount of the dollars are mine and I made this amount so I can spend this. It's not about that. It's just about being open with each other and discussing things before you go about doing it. So we would discuss purchases, not small purchases. Like if you want to go and buy a shirt or go and buy something, it's no reason. Just do it. I don't have to call to say, oh, hey, I'm spending like $100. But if you're going to be making a larger purchase or spending a larger chunk out of the finances, naturally shoot a text, oh, hey, I just wanted to let you know that I'm doing this, because nobody wants to go to the bank and say, you think that there's a certain amount there, and then you start panicking because you think someone took your money or the bank took your money. So you just want to make sure you're giving your partner a heads up. But honestly, I feel like if it's an issue where you feel your partner may be a bit irresponsible with money, and that's why you don't want to tell them how much you make, or that's why you don't want to get a joint bank account, then you should discuss that, because there's ways to discuss that. And I didn't think that I was spending my money crazily, because I felt like, well, you know, we're paying the bills and we're saving and we're doing all this stuff, so why not spend the money? But once we sat down and discussed it, I realized that I could be spending the money more wisely, or we could just be managing the money more wisely.
And big part, which I said earlier about the older person teaching the younger person something, is that I had to teach you, you know, how to manage your money, because, you know, I'm older, so I've been through, you know, money issues and bouncing back and learning how to budget my own money. So I knew, you know, once everything was joint, then how we were going to do this, and still, you know, once we break bread, you could have your money for your makeup, and I could have money for the things I needed to do. And you know, not for nothing, we still have personal accounts, but that's allowances that we give each other.
Yeah, we're honest with each other. A lot of couples will have their little
rainy
stash
day money. $5,000, Gina.
A lot of couples will have their little stash or their hideaway money, and they will keep it a secret from their partner. We don't do that. I know that he has his personal account. I know that I have my personal account where we keep our rainy day funds and things like that, or where we keep money for miscellaneous purchases that we do monthly. And we both understand that, but the large chunk of change is going into the joint account. 90% is going to go into the joint account, and then 5 can go in mine.
Nothing gets
5
cut
can go in
off.
his.
Nothing gets broke off into the personal accounts until the bills are paid and everything is in order. Then we break it off, and then we can go spend on
miscellaneous things, or just the things that we like to do.
And sometimes I spend it on her. So it's just,
and sometimes I'll spend it on him, and it's not about being secretive about it.
So it's just, you know, you just got to keep it real about the money.
Yeah.
You can't act funny with the money.
Taking care of your money, managing your money matters, especially in times like this. If you don't manage your money in times like this, when it's a recession, you will find yourself in a very bad situation. So money does matter. So we do discuss money, and we do manage the money, and you just have to be open and honest. Ladies out there, if you have a Christian Louboutin fund and on the side, and you think that your husband doesn't know about it, he does. Men out there, if you have a Jordan fund or a PS3 fund, we know about it. We know that you have a little side money, so it's important to just be honest and not try to keep things a secret, because secrets can break up marriages.
Destroy everything.
Yes, a secret can destroy your whole life, everything that you worked hard and built together. So it's just about being honest. And if you haven't had a talk with your partner about money, maybe it's time to sit down and have that talk, because money does matter.
That was the money segment. This is money and relationships.
Money matters.
Yeah, money matters.
Yours, mine, ours. Our money. It's our money.
Yeah.
So that's what we believe. We believe that my money is his money. His money is my money.
That's YouTube.
So Just let us know what you guys think, how you feel about money and your relationship. Do you feel like the finances should be shared? Do you think that you should have a joint account? Do you know what your man makes?
And do you know what your woman makes? Yeah. So, get back with us on that. We look forward to hearing all the comments about this particular topic. With that being said, we thank y'all for watching this video. But, yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye,
See you at
guys.
the next video. Bye.